girl, welcome to my YouTube channel where I share all things health and wellness so we could transform our lives. So today I'm going to share with you basically the beginning of my journey to my water fasting. I plan on doing it for 10 days flat, but also if I feel a calling to go further than that, I will. But I'm going to definitely make sure I monitor myself every moment so that I am healthy and at my optimal level. So I've decided to start a water fasting starting tomorrow, which is Friday, and last for 10 days. And then at the 10th day, I'm gonna see if I should be going further than that, really just communicate with my body. And the reason that I chose to do a water fasting, so I've done water fasting before and I was in a different place in my life. I was healing from a breakup. I was engaged and then that engagement split off in 3 weeks. So I had to really process that, and I felt like the only way to heal through that was to reconnect myself deeply and emotionally in a spiritual manner. And so this water fasting is more than just a fast, it's a prayer and fast, because every time that you fast, it's like when you're doing a prep for a show. I don't know if many of you have done fitness shows, but when we do preps, it's really a different mindset, a different place in your life. And so it gives you a different experience and also a different outcome of what's to be learned from that and what you take from that. So my last water fasting was for 8 days, which I will share. The link will be below for that YouTube video. But I was healing through that fast. So I needed that to heal through that heartbreak that I was feeling. But this fast, the reason I felt like I wanted to do it was because I'm in a great place in my life. And so often we go to these extremes of doing, spiritual work, finding God, going back to church when we're broken. And I feel that something is calling inside of me to do a fasting, but because I'm in a good place in my life, mentally, health-wise, and spiritually as well. So I figured that if I'm in such a great state of mind frame and emotion, great state emotionally as well, then I can sink deeper into my meditations. I can go higher with my consciousness and really be able to have bigger breakthroughs because I am in a good place in my life. I'm going to be able to really listen and have self-realizations. Before this fast, I did a fast before, which was years ago. It was 16-day master cleanse. That fasting was the beginning of my spiritual journey, I would say, because I was going vegan, and that transformed my life in and itself at that stage in my life. So this one is just really exciting, especially with everything going on in the world with pandemic and people feeling really afraid, not sure where to go. My answer is go inside, go within, and go with God. So this is why I've decided to do a prayer and fasting for 10 days. We'll see if that'll be longer, and I've also taken it really seriously by ordering this beautiful water that I will be drinking through the fast, because I want to make sure that my body is getting the minerals that it needs to, and a lot of waters are depleted from minerals or they're added with a lot of extra stuff. So I want to be sure that my body is able to maintain itself every single day, absorb the minerals that it needs, detox my system from inside, and allow me to open up more with clarity through clear water. So in LA, there's this place, I Yelped them, they're called Live Water, and so I was reading all about them. The price was definitely there, so I was really curious more about it, and I feel really grateful that I crossed that Yelp, because I already had an amazing experience with the delivery boy. Like, we had a full-on conversation. He had done a fasting. I was like, oh, I'm about to do my fasting too. So it's really cool, and you don't need to. I know I'm speaking about this water now, but I did order like a crystal ball. So I feel like when you do a fasting, there should be something that's holding an intention. So going through it with prayer holds an intention, but I went ahead and I splurged on this water bottle. I didn't really need it. I can use any other glass that I wanted, but I wanted to be sure that every time I was pouring my water, this is gonna be my source for some time for energy and food and everything. I wanted to be sure that I kept the intention of why I'm doing this. So why I'm doing this is I'm in a great place in my life, and I want to be able to expand higher, be complete light. I'm sure there's things, self-limited beliefs that I still need to work through, but be able to harness that light and love and be able to share it in the world, especially now more than ever. I feel all of us are really called to be our best selves, to come with compassion, to come with sharing, hosting for other people when they're going through trials and tribulations, and being that pillar for the world. So for this water fast, the little preparation that I did, I wanted to share is I wanted to be sure that I wasn't wasting all my food. So I stopped going to the grocery store since Sunday to purchase food. I'm clearing out my fridge and making sure that I eat everything necessary that's gonna rot anytime soon, and so that there's no food to be tempted. So yeah, that's preparation. I have my journal that I'm gonna be journaling in, so I'm ready with that. And obviously my water as well. I ordered it and I got it in today. My fast starts tomorrow. I'm really excited about going into this fast. I feel so ready. It's not something that I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna do it because I need to heal. It's like, I feel like I'm preparing myself and just preparing myself to open up and receive so much more. So that is like how I'm kind of preparing for the fast. Also, I'm letting my roommate know and my friends know that I am doing a fast, so that I think it's important to let people know, because I don't know if I'm gonna get moody. I mean, 10 days without eating food, a lot of demons could come out of me. So I decided to have a journal, because it's important to write my feelings, have great water, and clear out your fridge. So also, we're not wasting food. We don't want to be wasting things. So making sure we're eating all that out during the week. So that's how I'm kind of preparing for it as well. The benefits of fasting that I've experienced for myself, so these are my opinions, is that it really detoxes you. So I never really do fasting for weight loss. However, that is just a side effect of fasting. You do lose weight in it, depending also on how many days you do. When I do just 7 days, I lost up to 20 pounds. But it's really dependent on your body and what you're going through and what your body's willing to let go of. But so the first 3 days is when your body is going to start going into ketosis. And so after the 3 days, I've noticed it gets a lot easier. But what also happens is, for me, I get really sick. And what's happening is all that toxic stuff is starting to come out of you and seeping through your pores. And then, so you kind of feel like you're having a fever. Your body starts like building up heat inside. So don't be alarmed, because it's usually just a 1 day process. So usually I feel like I'm having a fever for just 1 day, and the next day I feel extremely good. But it's really dependent on everyone. If you feel like you're not getting better and you're getting worse, then you should stop the fasting. Something's wrong. You should feel worse and then start feeling like you're getting better, you're feeling better. So that's when you know your body's starting to heal. And what starts happening when you're not feeding your body food is that your body starts eating like your scar tissues, cancer cells, and it starts eating inflammation because it needs to feed. So that's when it starts getting rid of all the toxins, because it's eating all the unnecessary stuff that's in our body, and then it starts eating the fat away. So that's, I think, how you start losing. I don't think that's how you start losing your fat and your weight. The difference with just fasting, purely water fasting for weight loss reasons, is that's what it is. You're doing it to lose weight. I am not doing that, and I don't really recommend people to lose weight that way. And the reason I say that is because at the end of it, you kind of start overeating and you gain back that weight, sometimes even more. So you have to be super mindful when you get out of it. The difference with prayer and fasting is the intentions and the side effects of losing weight might just be a bonus, but it holds a different intention. So prayer and fasting is really finding gratitude in life, finding a little more grace in your days, and also you're working with your inner self, because you don't have food to focus on 24/7. And when you feel tempted, it's so great. A prayer and a mantra that I do is Lord, help me through this. I'm denying my flesh to be closer to you. So you're denying your flesh and you're saying, no, I am in charge here and we are doing this. It's this willpower that comes out of you. So there's purpose and there's intention, and that prayer just always sinks me so much deeper and connected with Source God. And so it gets me through that. Like, I know why I'm doing this, because sometimes you could get a little clouded, like as you're in the journey, you're just like, why am I doing this? Because it gets challenging. You're like, why am I doing this? I'm just gonna give this up. And then you're like, oh, I'll just have an avocado. But having that prayer reminds you of why you're doing this. And for me, like I said, it's to go in deeper with myself and know myself within, know thyself. I think that's so important, self-realization. So you make different choices in your life. Your values become clear, your morals become much more clear. I've noticed you sink deeper into your breathing, into your meditations, and it's in my meditations that I actually get clear messages from God. It's when I'm able to shut off everything outside of me and listen to that voice that's within me. And that voice is within everybody. We are all one. So when you can be silent and be still and know that I am God, you can really hear the whisper that's always inside of you, that's always for you, trying to help you make decisions that are going to be for you and not against you. And so that is the biggest difference with prayer and fasting as opposed to just fasting. And I'm not saying either or are better. I just want to be clear on why I'm doing a prayer and fasting and why it's a different type of fasting for me than just fasting. When I did my master cleanse, the lemon detox one, that one it wasn't a prayer and fasting. So it was basically, I wanted to just detox my body. And that's exactly what happened. I detoxed, I got out of it, and my taste buds changed completely. It was my transition when I was going into becoming a full vegan. That was back in 2011. I do write about that in a blog because I started blogging there because I wanted to document it. So I'll share that blog link below. But yeah, so that was the intentions. I had to have a lot of willpower. I'm going to tell you, it was a bit challenging, but there was a purpose of wanting to change that. But I feel like the hugest difference with prayer and fasting that I've noticed myself from doing the two extremes is there's a level of connectedness that you do feel, and there's a level of revelations that come to you, and you feel much more connected to everything that's within you, which is the entire world. So yep, that's the difference. Thank you for watching this video, and join me on my journey. I will be sharing everyday diary kind of thing, and then also updating you on the final conclusion of everything and how it went and what revelations I did have. So hit the subscribe button so you can get notifications on when I do come out with that. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you, bye.